Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, on our way to Denver. But like always, first thing we got to do is, well, sleep the night away so we can wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And we're going to put the pedal to the metal because I really need to get to Denver today. Well, do I really need to? No. Do I want to? Yes. Because that's where we're going to spend some cash today, at least hopefully anyways. So let's just get going because today could be curtains for us. Because that's what we're hauling. We're hauling curtains. Full tank of diesel fuel, so we're ready to go. Let's get right out here into traffic. There is a bus coming, but we're going to pull out in front of the bus because that's what I do. I don't want to get the bus in front of me because he'll slow me on down. So yeah, so the goal today is to get to Denver so we can go ahead and purchase ourselves a garage. And also buy some trucks and hire some drivers and get them on the road. So that way when we start next episode, we can start seeing the money roll in little by little from those three drivers. Around the corner. We're doing fine. All good. So the ETA on this is, oh wow, yeah, they're not, yeah. I don't think I can pick up that much time today. At least I don't think so. But let's get on the road and find out. So the ETA is already putting us not until about 9 o'clock tonight. So that means, can I make it 4 hours on the road? It's possible. If traffic will let me in, and traffic will. Because the speed limit here is 80, so we're gonna hammer down. We are gonna hammer down. So I gotta pick up 4 hours to get to Denver on time. If it gets close enough, we may push our limits here on the hours a little bit because, like I said, I'm very anxious today to get this going. And then, of course, start looking forward to the next trip somewhere after we get to Denver. Next day, we just got to, pick and choose a load that's going somewhere that we already don't want a garage. Now, there's not many places that we do own a garage, so those are few and far between. But today, yep, we're on our way to Denver. Hopefully we can get there, and I think we might. So last episode, I did look up how many miles it was from Omaha to like Sydney, Nebraska, and for some reason I was saying like 800 miles. I think what I was trying to think in my mind is like an 8-hour trip across Nebraska is probably what I was thinking about. But it's just shy of 400 miles. It's like 370 miles-ish. See, we're going to push 85. That's what we're going to do. We're going to push 85 miles an hour so we can knock off these miles. Get to Omaha, get on the I. Oh, I got a car outside in that lane. You going to let me in, dude? No? No? You just got to love those cars that just like sit right there. And you know what? Okay, if you're going to let me in. Sneak in. All right, so I think they were letting me in. It was hard to tell, but I had enough room there. Yeah, so we're on our way to Omaha, then we're going to turn towards the west on I-70. Is that correct? I-70. I believe so. Yep, that's where we're going in. At least that's the plan. And get there today. So, I think we're also going to have maybe like 3 or 4 deliveries. Maybe Dante. Actually, maybe just 3. I think the 4th one would be rather on the late side. But, like I said, we might be driving kind of later than usual. But we'll have to see how time goes. If the speed limit stays 80 miles an hour through Nebraska, then we can possibly do it. I don't think the diesel engine is going to like doing 85 miles an hour. The RPMs are kind of pulling. Just right around $2,000. Should be fine. She's chugging along just fine. I think we're only hauling like, what, 25,000 pounds of curtains? Okay, 30,000 pounds of curtains. Check over there. So I did have a quick look at the paint job that we're going to be having here on our Mack truck. And just as I kind of thought might happen is the side skirts that I prepped for the paint job are not unlocked at level 20. They might be unlocked at level 21. So I need about 4,000 XP to get to level 21. But like I said previously as well, we're not going to, do up this Mack truck right away. We're going to wait until we get our drivers all on the road make sure we have the money that we all need to buy our 2 garages, 6 trucks, and hire 6 drivers, and make sure we get enough money in the bank account to kind of pull those drivers along for a couple days. And once we know that we're doing fine, then we'll go ahead and upgrade the truck. And I just realized, I think we went to Iowa and the speed limit went right on down to 70. I'm feeling risky today, so we're going to go ahead and keep it at 85. 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's going to be one pricey speeding ticket if I get caught doing this. But definitely want to make up the time. So now that we're in Iowa, it's not going to be long before we intersect with I-70 and head westbound, and then cruise through Nebraska. Just keep watching that ETA. So not too bad. Already we almost taken an hour off our ETA. But as you know, once we get into Colorado, the speed limit is going to go way down. Once we get to Denver, probably going to have to slow down even more, and then traveling to the city. But like I said, I'm really hoping we get there today. That's why I'm pressing my luck a little bit with the speed limit. Anywho, can we get squeeze on over? So I think we saw, definitely know there's a garage in Denver, and it's not going to be too far away from our drop-off point, which is Costco? Yeah, Costco. I didn't remember that much. And we found an international, I think it was an international truck dealership right there in Denver. So we're probably going to buy 3 international trucks locally. Support your local businesses. That's what we're going to do. And buy 3 trucks from there. A little bit more expensive than Peterbilt's, a couple grand more. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy 3 international trucks for the garage in Denver. We're going to make them 3 different colors just because. Does it really matter? Not so much. I think I talked about this before when I first started playing Trucking Simulator, and I'm going back to ETS2, and I'm going to say about 2 or 3 years before ATS was released. I'm going to say back, so it's going to be like 2013, 14, somewhere back then when I started playing it. I thought when I started doing my own company trucks, I got into doing your own paint schemes and whatnot. I went ahead and made a paint scheme for my company trucks, and every time I purchased a truck, I made sure that the paint scheme on the trucks, I thought I would see my own trucks on the road. And I did that for a while, and after driving around and having, at first it was like, well, I only got 1 or 2 trucks, what are the odds I'm going to cross a truck? Then I had like 80 or so trucks on the road, and like eventually, I'm not seeing in my truck, is that possible? But then I asked on the forum, it's like, no, that doesn't happen. I'm like, well, I just spent all that time doing all that for nothing. Alright, so this should be the I-70. Hopefully the speed limit increases, so this guy is not like me. He's not in much of a hurry. Dude, you got wood on your truck. You should be like flying down the road. That's like liquid gold right now. But already got our ETA down to about 20 of 8. So that's looking good. If we can hammer it down a little bit more. Don't stop on me on the on-ramp. I hate when traffic does that. Alright, we are golden, and the speed limit is 75. Good. So I can cruise like at 80, 81-ish. That just means we will kill a little bit more time off that ETA, which is what we're needing. I think it's going to be okay because we got about 360 some odd miles to get through Nebraska. So in that time span, we should have no problem eating into those miles. Why did the speed limit drop down to 60? Hopefully it's because we're kind of going through city limits. There's back up to 75. That's one thing about when you're on the road in Trucking Simulator, either ETS2 or ATS. Oh, 83 is just a little bit too fast. Let's slow it down. There we go, that's good enough. Yeah, when you get overlapping roads, so like going over, over a bridge or through an underpass, whatever, I don't know how the game interprets what speed limit should be there. I have no idea how to interpret it. Sometimes you go over a bridge, and you see this, you see your speed limits flicker from like, say we're doing 75, you go over a bridge and it picks up the speed limit for the road below, and it's also like 35. And it always seems when you're in that area, that's where the cop is and gives you a ticket. It's like, what? Just for a split second, slow down to 35, and you give me a ticket for that? And the cop's like, yes. Yes, I am. So Yeah, I don't know if anyone that does modding maps actually watch these videos, but if you know anything about that and know how it's actually done, just leave a comment below. Speaking of leaving comments below, you guys have been loving the series. I know I mentioned just a few episodes ago that I did ATS videos on this channel maybe a year and a half ago or so, and yeah, a few people watched, but it wasn't really... Obviously, Farming Simulator and other games I played were a lot more popular. ATS was kind of like on the very low end. So when I restarted the series, I'm like, I really need to get back in ATS. I kind of miss it. And when I saw this mod, popped it on, and you guys have come along for the ride and been enjoying it probably just as much as I have. But today should be a fun day if we get to Denver in time. Keep an eye on the ETA. It looks like we're slowly chewing into it, which is good. RPMs are a little bit better. At 2,000 RPMs on this Mac engine, it didn't sound... I mean, it was running fine, but it just didn't sound right. Probably was wearing out my engine just a little bit. That's very interesting crop that we got growing on the side of the road. But that does look like corn. Is that? No, it's not corn. I'm trying to look at the crops and driving the road, but yeah, I-70 is pretty much like this in the middle of summer, going through Nebraska. You just got corn on either side. Let's skip on out to this lane here. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like this all the way through Nebraska, but at least it's something to look at. Got a little bit of scenery, of course, just as I mentioned it. It's done over a little bit. Looks like there might be a farm out here. Well, I mean, it's mostly farm everywhere, but actual farm buildings, some silos. So yeah, on the paint scheme again, probably have to wait until I hit level 21, so that's 4,000 XP. That might be like 3 deliveries or so. So a couple of episodes, but that, like I said, that's fine. I want to make sure that we get our 2 garages and all of our drivers settled in before we upgrade this truck to everything it needs to be. Got quite a few upgrades going. I'm guessing it's going to cost us probably like maybe 50, 60 grand to upgrade this truck a little bit. Of course, I say a little bit, 50, 60 grand. It's quite a bit. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes along. And I can't wait to show you guys the paint scheme, because it does look pretty darn good, I think. Don't want to say too much about it. Hey, there's some driver income there. First one I saw it today, oh, there's another one like that. Money went up kind of high for 1,000 because there was one right behind it for 37. I love seeing my drivers level up. That's always a good sign. Unless it's Harry P, then it doesn't really matter. Harry P. I'm not really sure what's up with that guy. Just not bring in the dough like the other drivers are. He drives clear across the country and brings in like 1,800 bucks. And he's one of our highest rated drivers. Actually, I think they're all pretty much the same rating at this point. Are we doing that ETA? Okay, we got it down to about 20 little by little, we'll nibble into it. Like I said, if it gets to be somewhere like 5:30, we'll push our limits on the books and we'll get that load to Denver today. I don't remember these mountains in Nebraska when I went through. I'm just trying to think though, where should I, Denver we know is going to be the next garage. That's, set in stone. But But if I have a choice when we leave Denver, so say I got like 3 loads that are going to cities where it's far enough apart from other garages, I mean, it'd be like, okay, where would I want to go and have another garage? Because after we buy these 2 garages and hire these drivers, we're maxed out on loans. And it'll be forever before we can... I don't want to say it'll be forever. Because we do have $67,000 in our bank account, so... a new garage, 3-truck garage will be like 90 grand. And now that we'll have double the drivers, we should earn the money a little bit faster. So slowly increasing the fleet as we go along, as we pay off these loans. But it should be a while anyways before we will be able to buy another garage after we take out this loan. Now today, I'm only going to probably draw... well, we can only draw the max loan you can take out is $500,000, but we can actually borrow another $1 million, so that means $2 $500,000 loans. We'll just take out what we need today, which is $500,000. I keep saying today. But as it looks like right now, our ETA now is down to 6:15, so keeping the hammer down and chewing in these miles is definitely going to pay off for us when we get to Denver today. But we'll just take out a $500,000 loan. So it's 100 grand-ish for the garage and about 360,000 for the trucks. Hiring the drivers is little. I think it's like 1,500. 1,500 might be base game. I think with realistic economy, it might be like 500, somewhere around there. We'll have a good look at the drivers. We'll find 3 drivers that have the best skill points into certain categories. Long distance will be good. Like I said, I think I'm just going to double check my skill points so I can see. Like I said, I think 3 skill points in long distance will give you 1,000. Is that right? It's either 750 or 1,000. I think you go from 250 to 500, but then it does go up to 750 or just jump up to 1,000. I don't remember. I'll have to double check. But at least 3 skill points in the long distance stuff. We went 4 with the previous ones. I think with those go 3, then put them on balance. Just keep my eyes open on the horizon for Sidney, Nebraska. I probably should have double checked when we went through Omaha how many miles we had left on the journey. That could have subtracted about 380 miles. That would put us somewhere right around Sydney. I do like to get back over in that right lane, just that because the invisible walls we have run into on the coast-to-coast map have always been in this left lane. There is our loan payment. We're not getting paid much for these curtains either. 1,000-mile trip and we're getting paid like 2,100, somewhere around there. I mean, that's not bad, really. Okay, so 2,500, so it's even better than I thought it was. But the one thing you got to take consideration, if you do the fuel cost and your time. Sorry, it got sidetracked, but I don't know what the heck that is over there. Is that just trees, or what is that over there? Kind of swerved into the left lane there. It's like just like trees and such. Probably should stay right in that left lane because it looks like we're catching this traffic really fast. The speed limit is still 75, so I'm not going that. See? That's what you get. That's what you get for going too fast. Oh, and then you get right back over in the right lane. That's about right. Luckily, we just have curtains in the back of the trailer because if it was fragile stuff, that swerving right there probably In game, it wouldn't matter, honestly. But in real life, that would have been, it's going to be a little bit jumbled back there. Just a little bit jumbled. It was almost curtains for us. I'm going to stop with that joke, but maybe one more time. Who knows, it may come back. And now we're starting to slow climb uphill. Denver being the mile-high city, we're going to slowly increase in altitude, elevation as we go along here. A Tesla billboard. Yeah, still 75 miles an hour, so we'll cruise at 81. So we should have plenty of, well, I won't say plenty of leniency on the speed limit. We should be good. I'm not sure, have we ever stopped at a way station on the interstate on the Coast to Coast map? Don't know if we have or have not. I think we have stopped on a few. There are state highways, but not interstates. As you saw when we first started, we were getting pulled over at almost every way station. Now that we've gone past the ones again, they don't really ask us to pull over that much anymore. Well, there's our exit to Sydney, but we're going on through. I want to get back over into this lane. Exit 888. Interesting. Now, if it was 777, it's completely different. Hello, Colorado. Just checking the state speed limit. Well, it still says 75, but that truck must have came on to the interstate because he was getting up to speed. And it's looking good on our ETA. Our ETA now is just right at 5 o'clock. So as long as we keep the hammer down like we are, that should give us a little bit extra time to get the load off once we get to the city, then drive back to the garage. Looks like about a 3-mile trip from Costco's to the garage. So not too far. And then we'll just have to find a place to sleep for the night. Might be a stressful night of sleeping after spending almost $500,000 in a matter of minutes, but we're going to be doing that shortly. At least that's the plan. I'm also looking for the XP. Hopefully we get a good amount of XP here. Although this cargo that we're hauling, it's not fragile. It's not high value cargo, so I'm not going to get any extra points on experience for that stuff. So maybe on the next couple of trips I gotta look for that kind of experience kind of trips. Get us up to level 21. So I can get the side skirts that I liked for the paint scheme. Like I said, it would have been too big of a deal. Say like the side skirts that I want are not unlocked at like level 30. I would go back and redo the paint job for the side skirts, and when we got to level 30, I would just switch them on out. But seeing it's just one more level, I think we'll wait until level 21. Hopefully they're not the ones that are at level 22. Level 22 unlocks all the side skirts on the Mack truck, so yeah, worst comes to worst, I'll have to wait till level 22, but I don't want to wait that long. Level 21 is long enough. Actually, level 20 has been long enough, it seems like. At first, I wasn't sure that I had the paint job done before level 20. And then after I got into groove of remembering how to do paint jobs, knocked it out in no time flat. Although sometimes paint jobs can be a little tricky. I mean, if you're going just for a flat base, kind of a simple-matic paint job, it's fine. But templates, when you're doing them on, I do mine on Photoshop, but when you do them on Photoshop, the templates, like I said, is the fenders and whatnot are not where you think they would be. So if you're trying to do stripes alongside the whole truck, getting the stripes to line up on the fenders and whatnot can be a little tricky. Uh-oh, work zone. Who is in the wrong lane? Not me. Gotta be very careful because you never know. Yep, like that guy. And at the same time, I got dinged to stop at the way station, so I wasn't sure if he hit me or what happened, but I don't think we hit each other, but now I gotta stop at the way station. That's because I haven't been through here before. Alright, so we know the truck weighs about 20,000. I think the car goes 30, so we're going to weigh about 50? Wait, what? What's our load? 30? I thought the truck weighed... I thought the truck weighed 20,000. I don't need to sit there and think about it, because like I said, we kind of got a little bit of a deadline today. Back on the road. Now, just a reminder and clarify is our load does not need to be there until tomorrow. Not until tomorrow at noon, but we're trying to get there today so we can, like I said, get our garage and our trucks on the road. Where's that car? There's that car. Alright, let's get to Denver. It's only 101 miles. Oh, it's already 2:30 in the afternoon. Oh, wow. Time flew by in the past few minutes for me, apparently. It just seemed like just about a minute or two ago we were paying our loan at 11:30 in the morning. And it's already 2:30. Now, the other thing I thought about doing, I think I talked about this way early on in the series, is our garages. I was thinking when we upgraded our garages, I would mod the garages also and have like our company logo and kind of deck it out a little bit as well. But yeah, that's a but with a hesitation. I don't know how long it'll be before we start upgrading our garages, if at all. Now, that's something I started to dabble into in ETS2, and that was right when ATS was coming out. Then when ATS came out, I kind of got away from modding the garages and haven't attempted to model a building in Trucking Simulator since. And I'm sure it has changed in the past 5.5 years on how to do that. If I remember how to do anything, probably anything I did remember does not apply anymore. And at the current stage, I really don't have time to do that kind of stuff. Got a lot of stuff going on. Matter of fact, I'm recording this video about a week before it goes live because I'm trying to give myself a little time. As you're watching this video, in the States, it's going to be the 4th of July weekend. So I got a few things going on, and plus I'm trying to leave myself a little time on this 4th of July weekend to do some recording for the quote-unquote project. Are we getting off here? I think so. Yep, Denver is this way. The I-25. And if some of you are wondering how the project is going, I do have some recorded tape already going, and I got about maybe the first 7 minutes of the project in the books, edited and ready to go. So the beginning of the video, I don't want to say it's set in stone, but it's pretty well there. Now I just got to move forward on the recording. A lot of setting up to do on that series. I shouldn't say it is series. More to come on that in the future of how that's going to be put out. I need to be focusing on where we're going here. I think we're going this way. I'm so focused I can't really read what my drivers are doing down there. I see it scrolling across the screen, but so focused on the GPS and making sure if I make a wrong turn, that's going to really screw up the rest of our afternoon, potentially. Get right out into the middle lane here. Oh, 16 miles. Are we actually? Okay, so we're in Denver. So, potentially, is that the garage that we're going to be buying? Right down over there. That could be the garage. Oh, it's only 55 here. Definitely better be careful in Denver. And seeing that our ETA now is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we are pretty much all set-ish. All set-ish. Cindy's probably happy that journey's over from going that fast. Oh, and Costco's is right there. Oh, we got a green light? Perfect. Might as well be in the left lane because we got a left-hand turn coming up shortly. Holiday Inn. Can I stay there tonight? Probably not. No, that's not the button I wanted. Sorry. I wanted this button. I said this button. Alright, so no damage on the cargo. That's from swerving on the interstate way back when. Just wanted to make sure. Not that there's much I could do about it. In a way, I'm glad I didn't jerk the steering wheel too much because, yes, you can tip over your truck and trailer in this game. That can happen. I've done that early on in my ETS2 days. I think I talked about that once before. I think it was like my third or fourth delivery. I went around the corner. And for the most part, I guess I was just driving well enough to where it wasn't going to concern. So I didn't think it was even a thing, and then I took a corner, and yep, over we went. Okay, I was looking for a Costco sign, but that says UPS. But GPS says to turn here, and I see Costco trailers. Looks like it's going to be down here on the passenger side somewhere. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. So what I'm going to do is get a good look at it, and we're going to back in. I don't want to say the correct way, but we're going to do it like a U-turn in here. So when I back in, I can stick my head out the window like a dog and get a better view of my parking job that we're doing. Now, after dropping the load off in Fargo in that tight corner, I made that, should I say I made that look easy? And it seemed easy. Now I'm probably going to make this one on an easy backup job look like crap. tell I'm focused, but I don't say a darn word. Ding. Oh, come on. Ding. Alright. Actually, I think that's like 2 jobs in a row. I'd say the backing up was pretty darn good. Excelente. I'm really looking forward to the experience. Please be like, I was going to say 1500, so that's pretty darn good. Because this is what we're looking for. So I got to get a 48.8, so another 3,000. We're just going to head and continue. And, yeah, world map. And we shouldn't have that far to go to the garage. Let's go ahead and pin that. Actually, it's a 16-mile ride. I said 3. That's 16 miles, apparently. A half an hour. The thing will be, and then after that, I'm going to have to drive back to here to go to call it a night here. So, half hour over, half hour back. So, we got about an hour's worth of driving still, and it's 4:15. Alright, so it's a little bit, it's going to be a little bit past the allotted hours that we have, but it's all good. It needs to be done. I mean, I could do it in the morning, but no, we're going to do it today. It's got to be today to get them on the road, so when I wake up tomorrow, they're already out and about. What is the billboard today? Not really sure what it's for, but it's there. And away we go. Then once I get to the garage, we'll call our bank loan officer and say, hey, give me $500,000. And he'll say, okay. He won't even ask what it's for. Won't even question it. So, hooray, we got to Denver today, which was the goal. But, I mean, you could say I was going over the speed limit all the way here, but really it wasn't that much over the speed limit. It was in the tolerance zone, so even if there was a cop... Well, I shouldn't say that. Going through South Dakota and Iowa, first thing this morning, we were kind of going a little bit too fast, but... Give me the green light. Who else could have a green light right now? There's no one around. Any day now. Thank you. It's a work zone on this side as well. Just in case there's a cop up here somewhere. Although we're not going far, even though it says quote-unquote 16 miles. Whole area is a work zone. No left-hand turns. Oh wait, where am I going here? Oh, I see. I gotta go across. Okay. Kind of one of these things. Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are we rolling backwards for? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be based out of this garage. Imagine having to go to and fro from this garage every day with the way the roads are here. on a one-way street. And I think we are finally here. Now, it's too bad that I cannot sleep in my own garage. Actually, wait a minute. I think we can. Can you sleep in your own garage on a small garage? I think we can. I think we can. We're going to leave the truck running. So actually, wait, I can actually sleep here, I do believe. Let's go to the bank. Or I say, call the bank. Yep. $1,503 a day. That seems like what the other ones are. Yep. And there we go. Now, pull forward. Do I really want to buy this garage for 90 grand? Hello, Denver. How are you doing this evening? I should be able to sleep in this garage, right? It's been a long time since I've done so. Alright, no, we'll just go ahead and park here, put her in neutral, let her idle. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is call the international dealership. Go ahead and buy online. Yeah, what's the cheapest trucks you got? They say it's this one right here, the International Lone Star Day Cab. We're going to go into custom configuration. Because I love red so much, we're going to change it to... We're going to change the first one to black. Additional price of $100. $100 more for black. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and purchase that truck. Click on Denver. Alright. And go back to custom configuration. How about a yellow one? Is yellow an option? Alright, so yellow is an option. Confirm. And purchase. And now we'll go in here, custom configuration. Paint. And... Alright, so I'm going to buy a red one. I may not like red, but one of the drivers might. And purchase. To there. So that does leave me with $124,000. I have enough money to buy another garage already. We're not doing that though. Just not doing that. Alright, recruitment agency. Now this is where it could get kind of interesting here. You're getting hired. 3 levels in long distance. No, nothing in anything else. But we are going to hire that driver right there. And she belongs in a black truck because she's wearing like a black jacket. Sounds about right? There we go. The one thing I want to check on is if I go to skills. So rank 3 is 1,000 miles. Rank 2 was 650, so it's 400 miles and 650 miles. Okay. It's more miles than I thought it was, but I still think, you know, three skill points in that. But well, yeah, that may change. All right, we got to get 2 more drivers here. Well, hello, Squirrel. If you don't know who Squirrel is, he does a lot of ATS, mostly ETS2 on Twitch on Sundays. Sunday Night Trucking is what he calls it. Do we want to hire him? Be kind of interesting. I mean, why not? 0.8, and then the skills just go down from there. So he's like one of the best options that we have, honestly. I mean, this guy's a 1.7 rating, but he has it in the fuel, which doesn't help us. Looks like these 2 guys right here. So let's go ahead and hire Squirrel, or Paul, I guess. I wish I knew what his favorite color was. Well, you know, he's got yellow trim on his logo on his hat, so he gets to go in the yellow truck. Alright, so... Yep, this guy right here. The reason why, because he's got one skill point into 3 different categories, so it does open up a lot of loads for him, but nothing into long distance, but that's fine. He will learn. Yep, you're hired. And you go there. All right, now we go to driver manager. All right, so she's got 3 skill points in the long distance, so we're going to put her on balance. She's good. Paul, we're going to put you on long distance for a little while. And you need to go on long distance for a while. I think base mileage is 250, so he's going to be going not too far. But luckily, being in Denver, there's a lot of cities within 250 miles from here, so that's good. Yep, you're good, you're good. Yep, you're good. All right, so while we're here, because it is the end of the day, there's Harry P. He won't be done by tomorrow, so anything 24 hours or under is what we're looking for. There's 1 delivery, 2 delivery, and of course these people just got hired, so they're not even ready to go yet. All right, so now the question is, I think I can sleep in my own garage? It's a small garage, so I'm not sure if I can. I can. Okay, so a lot of you are probably out there going, hey, stupid, of course you can. Why can't you? It's been a long time since I did so, and I thought it was only large garages that we could. But that's perfect for us because it's 5 o'clock, and we can walk around our own garage. Let's go ahead and free camera it because that way we can get a better view of what's going on outside of our garage. But there is our lovely garage in Denver. We got 3, well, the trucks aren't here, but they'll be delivered. The drivers will be here shortly. And they'll probably be delivering tonight themselves. So who knows what's going to happen next episode when we sleep through the night. You know, the money should start coming in. But our money's going to look pretty darn good. Actually, let me exit on out for a second because we have enough money to buy the garage with the cash we already got. Then when I borrow another $500,000, could I possibly buy not just another garage? You know, we bought one today, but wherever we go next, I can buy that garage, buy 3 trucks. I may have enough money to buy another garage and maybe 1 more truck. Maybe. Just maybe. Actually, I can borrow up to $2 million. So I could take out, if I come up short, I can take out a couple $50,000 loans because another $500,000 is going to bring us up to 1.8. So I could borrow another $100,000 on top of that if I wanted to. I was pushing our luck on the money-wise thing, but let's just see how it goes. Not going to complain now because we just bought a garage and got 3 drivers on the road, and it's I'm feeling good about it already. And like I said, when we hit level 21, our truck is going to look completely different. The front end is going to look somewhat the same, but the cab's going to look all different and whatnot. But anyways, we made it to Denver, got ourselves a garage, 3 drivers, 3 trucks, internationals we bought. Buy local, at least that's what I always say. And we're sleeping in the garage tonight. Maybe we'll actually, I don't know if there's a couch upstairs in the office. I have no idea. But either way, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.